They know me. If you knew, my blood was boiling right now because Walz has done nothing but lie to feather his own bed his entire career. That's how I know. I was there. I just didn't make this up. Tom and I just didn't make this stuff up. I was in the meetings. I was part of it.
That's 4 National Guard veterans who served with Kamala Harris's running mate, Tim Walz, speaking out about his lies and half-truths covered up by pretend journalists. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and while establishment media has been singing the praises of Tim Walz ad nauseum, Megyn Kelly has been featuring guests who cut through the BS of his manufactured persona and expose the blatant lies he's been telling.
But that's how he tried to spin it in his first appearance, like, hey, here I am, National Guardsman, in response to which you felt what?
He just said that it was the biggest commitment, and his exact words, it was bigger than himself, right?
Right.
Bigger than himself. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. He's the pinnacle of everything, right? Everything he does and says. A couple of years ago, I did an interview, and in that I said he's a habitual liar. He lies about everything. He lies about stuff that doesn't make sense. And, and again, here we got the Chamber of Commerce coming out. Yeah, you were in the Nebraska National Guard. You came to the Minnesota National Guard. Why? I don't know. Let's talk about. He says all these things. Like I was a football coach. You were assistant coach, and you were fired because of a DUI that you lied about being deaf on. Okay. To try and get out of whatever you were trying to get out of there. I mean, it's just one habitual lie after another, and they keep piling up. And eventually there's not enough blankets to cover it up.
Well, this certainly does track with what Walz's former superior said on CNN moments before being cut short due to technical difficulties, and it falls in line with what his older brother said when he said Walz isn't the type of character who should be making decisions about America's future. I mean, just take a look at the guy's list of achievements. He's anything but the moderate, folksy, salt-of-the-earth type that they're portraying him as.
When you think about the fact that this guy could be a heartbeat away from the presidency,
Exactly.
from being the commander-in-chief, and in charge of all the armed forces and saying who deploys and when. How does that make you feel?
And more importantly, helps could determine rules of engagement.
Well,
And then he even put politicians putting military.
Well, he could be in the Situation Room like Kamala was when Afghanistan fell. I mean, if
she was the last one in the room.
So you're not raising your hand and saying, this is bullshit. What's going on?
Right.
This is ridiculous. I mean, I literally was in some of the worst depression in my life after that when I saw that going down. I was like, I'd watch the news and my gut I just was empty because it was just, I saw what happened in Iraq when they withdrew, and it was not the greatest there either. Because, you look what happened to the vacuum there with ISIS coming in. And all of a sudden, we're doing the same crap worse in Afghanistan. I mean, people falling off of planes and Abbey Gate and then those people, those brave heroes there that died. I was just, you got to be kidding. We're doing it again?
Did you? Go ahead.
And all I want to say, one of the things I would like to reiterate and punch through on this is, you know what? Fear is a reaction. Bravery is a decision. And Walz has made the wrong decision. He's not brave. I call him a coward because he is, because he took the easy path. He took the path of least resistance.
That's really what this is all about. The left is obsessed with wanting the appearance of a thing without being the thing itself. They do it with holidays, gender, healthcare, you name it. And now they're doing it with this guy cosplaying as a normal, middle-of-the-road, patriotic American dad. Which should tell you that their ideology is so unpalatable, even to members of their own base, that they have to have this guy masquerade as someone who'd be considered normal 20 years ago. But let me know what you think. Is Tim Walz an honest guy? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. This stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!